No one could explain why the house was so cheap. It stood at the end of a quiet street in rural Pennsylvania, tall, wooden, freshly repainted. A place that should have cost twice as much. The realtor only said one thing: people don't usually stay long. That was all. For the Miller family, it sounded like luck. They had lost too much already: money, stability, time. This house felt like a second chance. At first, everything was normal. The nights were quiet, the neighbors distant but polite. The house creaked sometimes, old wood, nothing more, until the basement door began opening by itself. It was always slightly ajar in the morning. Mark, the father, blamed drafts, but there was no wind down there. After 2 weeks, things changed. Mark stopped sleeping. He would sit at the kitchen table late at night, staring at the floor, his fingers tapping slowly, always in the same rhythm. 3 taps. Pause. 3 taps again. When his wife asked what he was doing, he didn't answer. He only whispered, "It remembers." Their youngest son said he heard someone crying beneath his room, not screaming, not begging, crying quietly, patiently, like someone who already knew no one was coming. When Mark finally entered the basement, he came back pale. He said the walls felt warm, not from heat, from breath, as if something had been breathing there for a very long time. The family called a priest. Father Reynolds arrived near sunset. He walked through the house slowly, touching the walls, listening. When he reached the basement stairs, he stopped. "This place has history," he said, "but not the kind that leaves." He performed the ritual anyway. Holy water, Latin prayers, candles flickering against the concrete. Nothing reacted. No shadows moved. No voices screamed. The house remained silent, too silent. When he finished, the priest stepped back and shook his head. "This is not possession," he said quietly. "There is nothing here to cast out." Then he looked at the basement walls. "This place remembers what was done here, and memory," he added, "cannot be exorcised." He left before nightfall. That night, Mark changed completely. His voice deepened. His eyes seemed older. He began locking the basement door from the inside, from within. When his wife begged him to come upstairs, he answered calmly, "They used to scream here. I can hear where." They discovered the truth 2 days later. Behind a false wall in the basement were iron rings embedded in stone, chains, scratches, names carved into the concrete, dozens of them, some crossed out, some not. The local records told the rest. Over a century ago, the house belonged to a wealthy landowner, a man who believed pain revealed sin. People disappeared near his property. The investigations were buried. The house remained, waiting. That night, the family ran. Mark didn't follow. The fire started from the basement. Flames swallowed the house as sirens echoed through the street. By morning, nothing remained but ash and blackened ground. The authorities ruled it an accident. The family moved away. They never spoke of the house again. Years passed. The land was sold. A new structure rose on the same foundation, modern, clean, beautiful. No basement, no history, just a home. A sign appeared at the end of the driveway, "For sale," priced surprisingly low. Neighbors said nothing. They only watched, because sometimes places do not die. They wait. And memory, once awakened, always finds a way back inside.